teases. Yeah, no loss. I've been trying to get across. Lost inside all of my thoughts, yeah. Same dream, same cost, and I wait till I exhaust every option, every plan.
And we are live.
We are live.
Oh wait, this isn't gonna work.
What happened?
Well, remember last time we streamed?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I gotta remove
I streamed from the Discord screen. It wasn't just my webcam. Alright?
Yeah.
So, does that mean I need to switch this up and actually make it a screen grab?
Yeah, you'll have to act like it's what you're act like it's your game. Hi Becky. You know what I'm saying? Put it on your main dashboard. Did you leave the source in there for that?
For the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that streams through my Elgato. Because last time I had the whole Discord up on my stream.
Yeah, that's what I have right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just did like a screen capture on that. Add source, display capture. Oh, that's trippy. I ain't doing that. Screw it. Let's just do it this way. We'll do it live. We'll do it. Hey, there's my pretty face.
Oh, there we go.
I'll figure it out at a later date. Let's get this started.
Sorry, Becky. I was trying to get the camera up. I gotta just literally make a scene for the podcast. I thought I did that already, but looks like when I switch the podcast, it just has my face on it, not Ryan's mug. So here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. You're all good, Ryan? No more technical difficulties?
Well, let's not get that far away, but
All right.
we'll make it work.
Well, at least we're somewhat better here. Not looking like a bunch of jabronis.
Nah. If you don't want to see a jabron, I'll turn off my camera.
Hey. All right, guys. Well, welcome back to episode 2 of Entertained IRL Gaming and Beyond. You got your host, Sam, and our other host, Rye Guy. We're back in action. This week, we're going to continue with the games. We felt like we had a great session last time. What, a minute? Or, a minute. Hour 49 minutes, Rye?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which was supposed to only be an hour. So
Yeah.
I think we killed it.
We did a great job of that. So, again, we're going to just dive right back into the topics this week. Again, as this podcast keeps growing, we'll see what else we can offer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think what we were talking to some people that were listening to it last time, and they're like, yeah, hey, if you're going to do movies or music, we're all about it. So, Rye, why don't you start us off here this week, big guy?
Well, I guess we're going to start off on a bombshell. New World. How about that news coming through?
Dude, heartbreaking. Like, what are we doing?
Straight up, for those of you who aren't in tune, future content discontinued. Basically, the game is in its last leg of its life right now, so yeah, that came as some surprising news. I know we were talking a little earlier just about overall player count, content that was coming out. Seemed like it was on the up and up, and all of a sudden, rug kind of got pulled out from under us.
It's actually kind of sad, man, because, like, again, from the stuff I was reading and just my experience from the game, again, I had probably 100 hours in like the pre-testing and stuff like that when the game launched, another 100, something like that, and I was enjoying it, and I would hop back in for like the smaller updates, and I hopped back in for the not the most recent update, but the one before that where they added mounts. Again, it felt good. I will say that it's a game that, again, I'm a WoW snob. It's a game that drew me away from WoW for a little bit. So the fact that it captured my attention like that was a good sign. And again, I was nowhere near many hours as some of the people that were commenting on Twitter. Like some of those people have like 3,000 hours, if not more. And they're like, man, the game's turning around right now. The last update they just had, like the Halloween spooky event, they're like, dude, this is great. This is everything we've been looking for. And then literally a week after that, they're like, hold the plug.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know. My experience with New World, like, it's a clean game. It runs really nice. The overall environment, kind of like, I don't know, what would you say, Spanish Inquisition sort of vibe going on there. So that was kind of unique. Overall combat system, the level progression felt good, especially once they did their, what's the name of the new update, the Anternum or whatever it is. That brought a lot of good updates, brought a console player base, which we didn't have before. Is it an issue that the overall fun stuff came a little too late?
Maybe, and I'm trying to pull up here real quick the Steam chart numbers, just because I would really like to see if this had an impact, which I imagine it did. And this is just Steam charts. This isn't across the board. This isn't counting consoles. Yeah, again, I think it really hurt them when they announced that because, I mean, they dropped down. Their peak players was 50,000. Their 24-hour peak here has been only 8,000.
Yeah, maybe those numbers are skewed with people knowing that the game's coming to the end of its lifetime. Like, now anyone who was bought in is kind of, well, time to find something new. WoW's coming out with a new expansion here soon, so is that where the player base is migrating to? Probably.
Yeah, and why... I look at it this way, like, do I want to jump in and try it out? Because maybe there is some hope that maybe it gets released to the people and we can keep running it. Doubtful. But, man, it's really hard to want to jump in and grind something out that you know that's not going to exist in a year, most likely.
Yeah, like, where's the incentive to continue playing? And that's where it feels good, but...
Yeah, and that's the problem with some of these live service games now. Again, New World wasn't supposed to go anywhere. This is supposed to be an ever-evolving game, just like World of Warcraft, Destiny. Oh, we can throw a marathon in there. That was supposed to be a committed game for 10-plus years, and just pulled the plug. And it really is starting to concern me when you have that, because got a lot of people investing money into this. Not only the companies, but your player base. And then if you're like, all right, well, we're not seeing the numbers that we want to, let's just pull the plug. It's just like, man, it hurts. It hurts for sure.
Well, my biggest thing, I think you and I talked about this a little earlier in the week. Like, let's consider the parent company that's backing this.
Yeah,
if it's a money issue, that's non-existent. Yeah. Jeff Bezos could literally fund this game 20 times over with his personal salary.
Correct.
Like, I'd be curious if they dumped a little bit more in there, what the return part was, but maybe it's just, hey, we are Amazon, we carry a lot of profit, and if something's not coming out with profit as fast as we want it to, we're going to nix it.
Yeah, and what is it? Let me see if I can find another post here, because I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos commented a while back when New World came out, and he commented on it, just saying like, hey, we're invested in making this game great and all Amazon games, and it's just like, well, shit, you kind of just fell ass backwards on that, didn't you? Let's see here. I know people were tagging him and just non-stop, just like, hey, this is yeah, the MT brought great contact and gave us all free access. Oh no, that's somebody else commenting. Either way, I'll have to try to find it and post it up, but it's just wild. Again, you make that statement that you're committing to your game development, and again, they have Lost Ark, New World, and I think the other one that we were playing there for a little bit, Throne and Liberty. I'm pretty sure those are all Amazon studio games.
Oh, are they?
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know about Throne and Liberty.
Yeah.
I'd fact check that one.
Throne and Liberty Online.
So I thought it was from like a Korean company.
It might be. Oh, no, yeah, okay. So that one is not. But Lost Ark, I believe, is.
Yes, I believe you're right with that.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Amazon Games is publishing Lost Ark. So yeah, again, some of the things I pulled from this, again, they cited cost and stability, company-wide restructure. So Amazon just cut 14,000 jobs across the company. A majority reducings were happening in Amazon Games. So MMOs were affected. Again, I don't know what Lost Ark looks like after this, because again, WoW got to, or yeah, not WoW. New World got the cut, so dude, I don't know too many people that play Lost Ark.
Yeah, I think it's kind of it's a safe thing to keep though. I think the amount of resources that go into Lost Ark compared to New World, it's completely different graphics. It's completely different like scope of what you can do in the game. It's probably easier to maintain, but again, if you're looking at Amazon, if they're going to be hemorrhaging money from anywhere, they're looking at their extremities and going, all right, which can we cut off without losing too much. And I mean, Amazon didn't become a multi-billion-dollar company because of being a gaming company.
Facts. And yeah, so along with the restructure, they're shifting their strategy back to like AI services. I mean, yeah, player base return versus cost. It sucks, man. I hate to see games like this get shut down, because again, there was a pretty large player base, and there was a time where that game alone broke records, damn near 1 million people on launch day, just on Steam.
Sure.
So I'll be really interested to see what comes of Amazon Studios after this, because I think they were working on a Lord of the Rings open world MMO, and I'm pretty sure that got the next too, which is crazy because they own the rights to Rings of Power. They made a TV show on it.
Right.
Like, you think you would have another big drawing there?
I think if you're looking at that, Lord of the Rings already has their MMO out on Steam, so that'd be a tough market to try to get in, to be like, hey, we're going to make the exact same game, do another MMO with it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm not heartbroken by that one.
Which I've never played the Lord of the Rings MMO on Steam.
I'm a sucker for Lord of the Rings.
Is it good?
Return of the King on PS2, for anyone watching, if you play that, such a good game. You played through the whole Return of the King campaign, and then once you got done, you could play through any of the campaign chapters as any of the characters. So you're dealing like Frodo Baggins and like
Mr. Baggins.
that. Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
I like it. Anything else to add on that?
No, I'm ready to get on to the next game on our list.
Oh, take it away.
Battlefield 6 BR finally came out on Tuesday. Finally got our first dub last night. Unfortunately, it's taken that long. So,
God,
it feels good.
feels
I
really good.
like the speed of it. I like where the weapons are dropping. I don't think it's too skewed. My main concern going into this was, how's Battlefield really going to implement the vehicles in a BR? Like, is it just going to be too OP if you're running with a tank, which maybe we found out in our victory that, yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
But I think they have it balanced pretty well. I think there are a few things that could be tweaked here and there, more performance-wise than anything. But overall, I never got in a gunfight and I was like, wow, here's somebody running a meta, and that's why I lost.
Yeah, correct. And I like that a lot. I feel like everything has been pretty balanced. Again, the one thing that I critiqued and we talked about is, like, I definitely think there could be more loot on the ground. There definitely seems like you run through buildings and it's just like, nothing in here. So I would definitely enjoy seeing some more loot at it. But as far as the overall gameplay, again, the regular multiplayer gameplay was fantastic. They literally just copied paste that into the battle royale. The map's gorgeous.
Sure. Add some armor plates and call it a BR.
Yeah. Yeah, and I see it sucks. So before we jump into the next thing here, I see like it's getting review bombed on Steam right now. Just like a lot of the hardcore Battlefield multiplayer.
Why are there skins? Why are we going away from realism? Like, get over yourself.
Like, why? Also, they're like, oh, you put too much time into the BR, not enough time in the multiplayer. I'm like, guys, dude, the multiplayer is like some of the best multiplayer I've played in years. What the hell are you talking about?
Also, let's look at the scope of the time between multiplayer came out and the BR.
Yeah.
Like, it's back to back.
Yeah.
What, maybe like a month later they came out with the BR?
Yeah.
So
it was 2 weeks later, right?
Yeah. So I really think that people trying to make the argument of we left multiplayer in the dust just to focus on the BR, like they've done well with the multiplayer.
Yeah.
They are going to continue doing that because I still think that's going to be their cash cow for true Battlefield fans.
Correct.
But having something new isn't bad.
No, and drawing more players to your game is a good thing. Because
I mean, we complain about it, but all the Call of Duty players who want something new from Warzone, it's probably a good in.
exactly. And I see a lot of Call of Duty players coming over here and playing it. Now, again, some of those guys are just toxic and just like, oh, this isn't what I was expecting. I want to be able to bunny hop 16 times and throwing knife people across. It's just like, all right, well then in a couple weeks COD comes out. Go back to that then.
Yeah, but the thing is, they'll continue putting in 200 hours on Battlefield just to complain about it. So there is
Correct.
something there about Battlefield where people are playing it, they're having fun.
Yeah, man. And again, as far the first question here is like, how do I compare this to Warzone? Again, you know, I put so many hours into Warzone from the start of Verdansk up until where I was just like, I can't do this shit anymore. I don't know, man. I really like this. Again, it kind of gives me the Blackout vibes, where
Sure.
you kind of build your guns off the ground. You don't need your loadout, which is good, but you have that option. Again, that was my favorite thing about Blackout is like everybody had the same playing field, and that's kind of what Battlefield's doing right now. In the
Sure.
beginning, everybody has the playing field. I think if they increase the loot that's on the ground, you're gonna see better gunfights. Because again, I have ran into situations where I'm running around with my pistol in my hand, and then here I am getting jacked up by somebody that has a
After
machine
running
gun.
around 5 minutes in a building where you can't find any loot. So
Yeah.
it's tough. But yeah, the other thing I want to call out for their BR that I think they did well with, they kept it class specific benefits.
Yeah.
So kind of like in multiplayer, if you play like an engineer, you're going to get better stats with SMGs. If you play assault, you get better carbines. So they still kept that in the Warzone. So sure, if I play engineer, I can pick up a sniper rifle, but I'm not going to be as accurate or have as many bloom issues as the guy who's running recon.
Correct.
So I think that helps balance the game out a little bit, where normally in a BR like that, I'm gravitating towards the machine guns, the carbines. But I find if I'm playing engineer, maybe I'm going to run an SMG for most of the time. Sure, It doesn't have the range on it, but it feels better and it's more accurate for me to use.
Yeah. I've been running recon a little bit. I switched to assault last night. I really like the fact that you can use the ladder. That was fun, just placing up on the side of the buildings and climbing up on them and sneaking up behind people. That felt good. Yeah. Again, I think that's another element that they brought to the battle royale scene that like changed it up a little bit. Again, I didn't get to play Firestorm the first time, like the original Firestorm, like their first BR.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I can't really compare it, but obviously,
Is that part of 2042?
No, that was part of. Is that part of Battlefield 1 that came out later? Because it was like
wasn't
it's like an old school BR. Like they had like old school tractors pulling around. Like yeah, it. Again, I didn't get to play it. Mike said he played it like 2 times and then stopped playing it.
Okay.
But it was definitely a night and day difference from my understanding. Again, all the streamers that were playing Battlefield 6, dude, were just absolutely raving about it and like, hey, I love this. And then again, some of them got grumpy about stuff, and some of them felt like the tanks were unfair, and then other guys were like, no, dude, it's perfectly balanced. Again, you have to be prepared, because like when we got our win last night, those final crates, all those crates around there are anti-vehicle weapons.
Right.
Yeah, so this is like, hey, we understand that weapons can be powerful, but here's 8 crates of anti-tank missiles. Just like, get it the hell out of there, like if you want it out of there.
Yeah, and I mean, like, pushing into that last circle, we were starting to get hit by that, so it's like people are utilizing it.
Yeah.
It's definitely scary to be in a vehicle. You don't feel as confident as possible.
Oh yeah, dude.
And the other thing to highlight about that is they made a limit on vehicle ammunition, which I think is a big part of that.
That was good.
If they would have kept it as unlimited tank rounds or anything, I think you would have got a lot more complaints out of that one.
Yeah, because like after you said something to me last night, I looked down at my ammo. I was like, oh, I only have 40 shots left. I was like, I better stop just wasting this.
Spraying and praying all over the place.
Yeah, again, another good balance. I've only gotten killed by a tank one time, and I've played, I don't know, at least 50 matches now already. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't think the vehicles are as abundant enough to make it an issue.
Yeah, and the one time that I got in a helicopter, I got fried out of it. So I'm like, oh, okay. Now I even just like, I'm just gonna stay away from helicopters. I don't care.
Hey, quick shout out to that team for opening up that vehicle depot so we could get that one yesterday.
Yeah, thanks guys. If you're watching,
Hope you're watching.
I appreciate sniping you in the face and then stealing your stuff. It's great, and we got our win for it. Thank you. But no, I'm excited to see what Battlefield has to offer here over the next couple months, again, as they launch new stuff. Again, I will continue to keep playing Conquest and multiplayer and then jumping over to the Battle Royale. Again, I think I'll find myself playing multiplayer if we have smaller uneven squads, like 3.
Sure.
Because, again, it's only duos and quads right now for BR. And I feel like you just need a good team to go in there with, so...
Yeah, and the last thing I have on here is just kind of like, is the community already starting to feel fatigue? I think that some people were starting to feel that in multiplayer just because you start off with, 8 maps maybe?
Yeah.
Running through that. But I think now that the BR is in there, it's going to switch things up. Biggest thing's just what content can you continue coming out with? More maps, different maps for the BR, different variables for the BR. Like anything like that is going to help out, which... honestly, I'm not worried about because Battlefield has been a cash cow for EA. They're going to continue dumping resources in it.
Yeah, and now they're under new ownership, so who knows what direction they're going to be going in over the next couple of years here. But I think this was
Anthem 2, baby. Anthem 2.
Saudi, if
it's
you're
not happening, but Anthem 2.
Please. Yeah, the only thing out of this Battle Royale that I do not want to see become a thing, and this is what kind of was the downfall for me for Warzone, is every yearly release, it was like, oh, well, you got to buy the new game in order to get the best guns to play in the BR. Just please keep it separate. Please keep it separate.
Correct.
I don't want to have...
Don't give me Beavis and Butthead skins. I don't need that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't need that shit either. So, yeah, again, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, on to the next one.
What a shocker this was.
Man, we're going to get to it later, guys, but we have 10 most influential games for us both. And obviously, this is going to be one of mine on my list. But Halo. Our campaign evolved is coming out, and they showed the trailer and Unreal Engine 5, and dude, does it look fantastic.
Crispy clean.
Oh my god. I don't know why Unreal Engine 5 gets so much hate, but dude, it produces some of the most cinematic games that there is.
Yeah, so what if you're getting 20 FPS?
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah, I don't care, because I'm just going to be standing there looking at the environment anyhow.
No, that playtest that they showed online looks so good.
Yeah. So first impressions, again, I'm excited. Again, a long-time Halo fan. I don't think I would be into his gaming if it wasn't for Halo, especially first-person shooters and just my overall competitiveness. So I'm excited for this. I know there isn't going to be any multiplayer with it, so be it. For me as a father, this is going to be a good game for me to go back and sit down with my son and split screen this game. Him and I just work through it together. I think that's going to be an awesome experience for me and him.
Make him play through the original, though. Let him know what good graphics look like. Yeah.
This is what we used to play.
Get an appreciation of where we've come in the last 20 years.
Yeah. So, what do you think,
yeah,
Brian?
Again, I think anytime you get a Halo remake, that's always super exciting. They did really well with the first Combat Evolved that came out. Oh, geez. When they did the remake, maybe 2012, 2013? I'd have to fact check that, but
yeah,
it was still in the lifetime of the 360. That was sweet. Then a little bit later, they did Halo 2 remake. That looks really good. So the only thing I wish, and we kind of talked about this before, I want to see something with Halo 3.
Yeah.
Like that game by itself, you go back and play it on the 360, still looks good to this day. And we're going to see that as games advance, but like I'd be amazed to see what you could do with Unreal Engine 5 with the Halo 3 campaign, Covenant, Flood invading Earth. Like that would be sweet.
I think as time goes on here and like we keep getting like we're going to get this remake, I bet that they do like a Halo 2 remake, Halo 3 remake, just because it's going to stand alone from the, what is it, the Halo Anniversary Edition, where it had all of them. Which one was that? Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank?
It has a Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, Master Chief Collection, thank you. It's going to stand different from that. So I definitely could see them going through and be like, hey, let's just keep this rolling. Again,
yeah,
it's going to be a cash grab. I know people were upset. They're like, is this really what we wanted? It's just like, even if it's not what you wanted, it's going to bring new players into your game, especially now that it's launching on PlayStation. Like, this is going to be a great opportunity for all these PlayStation players who have always been dedicated to PlayStation, don't have PC, don't have Xbox, and haven't gotten to experience the Halo universe. You are now adding, I don't know, I might be a highballing here, but you might add on another 20,000 players or 200,000 players just on PlayStation alone.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, like, I'm not naive. Anyone who's playing PlayStation right now, you've definitely played Halo at some point, whether it's at a friend's house or something. If you haven't played Halo, what a great opportunity to get into it. But I mean, for the people that are like, is this what we asked for? Is anyone really asking for anything from Halo?
Yeah.
Like, we got Infinite. That's doing okay. That was super fun when it came out. I think they could have put a little bit more into it. But like, when you just get these random, like, extra things sprinkled in there, who's to complain? Like, nobody asked for this, but everybody will appreciate it.
Yeah, and I don't think this is taking away from their game that they're making. I think this is something that was already in the work. And they already had all the assets. They had it all moved over to the Unreal Engine. So maybe you have a small team working on this, why you have majority of the team working on your next game. Again, I really would like to see something big come from their next game, because again, Halo Infinite was good. And I played a lot of it, got to Onyx, and then once I hit Onyx, their highest cap, I was like, all right, well, I'm good, I guess. Again, I know people are like, oh, we're so tired of the BR thing, but man, Halo has all the assets. Just add a goddamn BR. That's what we want.
Yep.
Bring players to your game. Again, the hardcore multiplayer people, they might be upset, and they might only play the multiplayer. But imagine how many more people you're going to bring over, and then maybe they just jump into a little bit more multiplayer, and then they go back to the BR, and like, it's a nice back and forth. Stop.
Yeah, I think options, kind of like what Battlefield's done. Yeah. Give options for people to go around, but oh man, Halo BR. Yeah, that'd be some good stuff.
Stop cuckolding your games, God.
You just love the cuck.
Yeah, Jesus, just let them go. Again, we kind of touched base on here. Do we think we needed a remake? I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
My only thing that I'll be pissed off with is we took away from the assets working on Destiny to recreate this. Then I'd be livid.
Well, luckily, Bungie doesn't make this anymore. That's 343.
This is 343 doing the new one?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, sorry. So they're just
They're not 343 anymore. They're Halo Studios.
They're 343.
Yeah. That's some Scooby-Doo shit there. You just pull it off and it's 343 underneath there. What else would we like to see? Again, I'm just excited to experience it with, like I said, my son. I'm cool with it not having multiplayer. Again, I was only really playing Halo Combat Evolved, sometimes split screen with my friend, but most of the time I was just running through the campaign by myself.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Anything that you'd like to see, Rye?
No, I'm ready to talk about the next game.
Ooh, baby. Yeah, come on. Arc Raiders. Oh, my God. Take it away.
It's amazing. All right, end of conversation right there. Yeah. No, it's been super good. Again, we just got out of the server slam. Luckily, this past week, game actually went live, so we've gotten a lot more content with it.
Yeah.
It's been super fun to play. Like, even since the alpha, the betas that came out that we got to play through, already felt like a good game. I'm glad that the core game still feels like that. Lots of scary robots in there. Lots of content creators showing scary robots. So,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm super glad with the direction that they went. I started to watch a little bit of the video of how it was supposed to be the original looter shooter sort of genre, and developers came out and they're like, yeah, this really isn't that fun to play.
Yeah.
So what can we do to change it? And extraction shooter is the direction they went, and thank God they made that decision.
Yeah. Again, we are having a great time on it. Mike said I'd like to see Bofa. Yeah, I got something for you, Mike. Bofa. But no, our friends have been playing the hell out of this. Our one friend, Colin, is absolutely addicted, and I think he abandoned his family for this game, which is cool.
Absolutely.
It's whatever. But no, dude, I'm having a blast. Again, I had the opportunity to play this game multiple times before the launch, and from when I tested it back in, I want to say April. That could be
sure.
later.
It's around then.
Yeah. From that till now, dude, oh my God. They're just the little stuff that they cleaned up, and the stuff that we're now getting to see has just been so good. The maps, absolutely gorgeous. Cinematic. I haven't personally dived into any of the nighttime stuff yet, because I'm scared shitless and I need to go in there with a team.
Mike, Colin, and I did one of those the other night.
Yeah.
It was scary. Like, you don't know what's around the corner. You hear every single noise. You're like, oh my God, what is that?
Yeah, and also, like, I get what the loot is higher tiered in the nighttime, right? Like, you get better stuff. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to diving into that. So again, I'm only scratching the surface of this game as far as like all the new content that came out. But there's a lot of stuff to keep you interested. The workbench upgrades, the skill tree, just exploring different areas. I ran a couple solos by myself today before we got on here. And then the servers were going down. I saw something be posted on the Discord of our creators that they said, hey, we're aware of the issue. So I tried logging on again a little bit before. It wasn't letting me in. But again, with everything that they've been doing, they've been communicating everything. They already set out a roadmap for what's to come, which is unbelievable.
That's promising. Yeah. I like to see it.
So let me see if I can pull this up here real quick.
While you're pulling that up, the one thing I want to add is it's nice to see a game that released cleanly.
Yes.
Like, not having to have all these updates, not having this glitchy mess, not having these balancing issues. Like, from the get-go, the game felt balanced, the game felt good, and it came out nice and polished.
Correct. And I know they speculate, not Arc Raiders develops, not Embark, but a lot of people are speculating, hey, this is going to launch, just going to shadow drop. And then people got so pissed off that it didn't shadow drop. They're like, you just ruined your greatest opportunity of getting a large fan base. It's like, dude, I would rather see them take a couple more months and make sure this game is absolutely polished, the servers are working well, and us having a great experience when we first log in. And that's what we've gotten so far.
Correct.
I'm cool with that. If that's what you want to do to make a successful video game, please do that every single time. Because I don't want dog shit wrapped in a pretty bag with a bow on it and like, here you go, guys. And then shit just doesn't work. Because that's going to make people more pissed off than what it is if it just rolls out the gate working perfectly.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. If they didn't do that and it came out this buggy mess, then people would have been arguing the opposite. Oh, why has this come out this way? They should have taken more time with this. So the direction they went, screw the people that were giving them that criticism, like, came out great.
Yeah. So I've got it up here. So we're getting a new map in November, a community unlock event, some new Arc enemies, one which is named Shredder. Jesus, I can't even imagine what the hell that looks like.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, Shredder. New gameplay items and new quests. Then December, we're getting a snowfall map conditions, a flickering flame event. Yeah. Expedition departure window, which I don't know what that is. And then new Raider deck and new quests. So, like, they already have the next 2 months lined up, which is fantastic. People are going to have stuff to look forward to. Now, the one thing that I don't know is, like, I know from, like, Escape from Tarkov, they do, like, a wipe or something like that, where everything gets wiped from your inventory and stuff like that, from my understanding. I wonder what that looks like in a game like this, or if they're even going to do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be curious. I think that answer depends on what the end game looks like.
Yeah.
Because I think right now we've seen kind of the queens rolling around the map. We've seen the emperors in the background, which I don't even know if you can really fight them, but holy hell, that looks scary. Like, is it going to be an area where you can wipe, or is this going to be something where the developers have kind of already teased at it? You have to start working together with everybody in the lobby to bring some of these bigger arc down.
Yeah.
Because if so, now it changes the incentive of what you're looting for. Beginning area, you're looting to be good at PvP. Maybe the end game, PvE.
Yeah. And I've found for the most part, when you drop in solos, there's a lot more people that are like, oh, don't shoot. I'm cool with just looting our thing and then moving on. Now, there is some douchebags, like the guy that killed me earlier, which I'm going to hunt you down and find you. After I said, don't shoot, and you stood there and watched me loot something, then you shot me in my back, you coward! Don't worry, I'll find you.
That's rough.
Yeah, trust me.
That's rough.
So, like, there's that nice dynamic where you already have people working together. And I think you were with me, Ryan. We experienced that with some people in the trios. Oh, no, that wasn't you. That was Shawnee, Beatdown, and I. We came across a group of 2 and then a group of 3. We're like, hey, guys, we're cool if you're cool. And they're like, yeah. They're like, whatever. Like, they were actually looting one of those probes, and Beatdown needed to do it for a quest. And they're like, yep, go ahead. And as long as you go in there after it's looted and you just open it up, it completes the quest. So,
that's nice.
Fun little fact if you weren't aware.
We also had the guy that you, Colin, and I were playing with, where Colin went balls to the wall just to down him, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
And then we just left him alive, and he crawled on the train with us and extracted. But yeah, I think the high risk, high reward area with that, or just the sake of, hey, maybe these guys are cool, maybe they aren't, really add to just that overall stress you feel every single game. Good stress.
Yeah.
But there's just always that what if, like, I'm extracting, and what if a leaper happens to come out and completely tear up our team?
Yeah. And
by the way, super terrifying.
Yeah. Ryan can speak firsthand because we were extracting. He didn't make it in the door, and he got absolutely fucked by one.
Yes, stamina's a bitch.
Got to be John Wick and leaping through there.
Nope, I was like John Wick's crippled cousin, just crawling up through there while the door closed.
Please help me.
Yeah. So thanks for that.
Yeah. So, but no, overall, I'm really excited to see what this game has to offer and the months to come.
Heck yeah.
Destiny 2, Festival of the Lost. So we got new activity, sorry. The Haunted Altars, and then the Rumble mode, which Haunted Altars is fun because you get 6 players, again, which Bungie really needs to focus on, is 6-player activities to get in there with your friends. But even when you're matchmaking, it was a lot of fun. They fixed the soft block issue within the first week, which is great. Because there was an issue, they extended it a week. Another win. Like, keep piling those wins up, Bungie, because that's what you got to do, okay? That's a good way to address, like, the community feedback and get that fixed. But the part where we had the most fun was the Rumble mode, dude. Oh my god, I think
that was fun.
The 6 of us going in there with our friend group, the fact that you can load into a Rumble, and one, you can get the rewards, not only for Festival of Lost, but like daily rewards of like different items that are already in the game. And we could just go in there and essentially screw off, but have fun and kill each other. And like, I see reports that were coming in, people were like, oh, we're having issues with people teaming up and killing. Those guys are going to do that regardless. They're losers. We're not going to worry about that.
Right.
We went in as a squad of 5, and we were focusing on killing each other more than we were the rando. Like, what? And then the one guy that we got, he started using the same weapons we were because we were going in there like different challenges. Yeah.
Just throwing some context in here. Basically, what we did, if you weren't involved with this, we would just find a random exotic. Everybody would equip the same one, and then we go in there. So we started out with Rat King. We had Thorn in there, play Monarch.
Last Word.
And we just kept rolling through it. So when we got a random in with our first lobby, he quickly realized what we were doing and just started matching our weapons. So that was awesome. Plus we got to play with the little man. Yeah,
little man jumped in. We also got to play with New Land Beyond, which you run out of ammo super quick, but I tell you what, it's so satisfying getting a snipe with that thing.
I still don't think I got a single kill with that.
I think
I got any. Yeah.
Just because I was sweating Destiny 1 and would go into trials with No Land Beyond, and literally make it a purpose to squad wipe whole teams with it. So
Sounds about right.
That was fun for me. Oh, nice. I can make. But no. Again, continued W's by Bungie, and they need to keep heading in this direction. Again, they are still in a tough spot here. We haven't gotten a roadmap from them yet. They've been kind of silent. The TWABs have been really light.
Makes me a little nervous.
Does make me super nervous, but I think, again, this comes back to making sure you're releasing good games, and if it takes a little time, I'd rather have them take a little bit of time with this roadmap and make sure they have dates down to a fucking T. Like, this is when you're getting this. We promise. This is when you're going to get this. These are the improvements. This is when you're going to get it. Because that's going to be so important moving forward. Again, with a game like New World shutting down, it's not out of the realm that something like Bungie and Destiny could shut out. Now, do I think that's more likely? Probably not. Again, they got the backing of Sony, and again, Bungie's a well-known studio. I think, if anything, Sony just takes over the whole operation, and they say, well, Bungie's no more. We'll take over this.
Yeah, I think the risk comes more long-term. Like, anywhere 3 to 5 years from now, we continue seeing the same lack of content or lack of direction that Bungie really wants to go. That's where it starts to get a little concerning. Right now, new ownership have new money to back them. Again, are they in a slump? Sure, but I don't think it's anything to worry about just yet.
Yeah. Yep. And then the last thing we have on here, the unstable core system, completely overhauled. Fantastic. Great change, Bungie. Jesus. Those unstable cores made me want to cut my toes off and then walk around with nubs, because they were painful. And now it's a simple 5,000 glimmer, 1 enhancement core. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank
Easy
you.
peasy.
That's so easy. So if you haven't been stacking
doesn't matter
enhancement
if
cores, sorry.
Doesn't matter if your weapon's 500 light levels above what you want to upgrade or 10 levels. All the same transactions. So,
so good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, that was a change that needed to happen. And again, they addressed it pretty quick. Like, I'll take that as a win. Yes, we had the Edge of Fate, and then we had the Ash and Iron update, and it happened in the middle of the Ash and Iron update. So that's a pretty quick turnaround for a pretty big system that they implemented, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I think it also highlights just hearing community feedback and implementing it.
Yeah.
I doubt there were too many people from Destiny that were like, ooh, this was a terrible idea. But I think once the community started to speak up and they were like, hey, we need to break down 400 pieces of loot just to upgrade one gun, they were like, maybe this didn't go as smooth as possible.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking when they drew that system up. Again, we got rid of upgrade modules and legendary shards to implement unstable cores. What? These are the things that they need to think about a little bit more as they're going. But, all right, enough Destiny talk. On to a brief overview of Division 2. Another fan favorite of mine. I know, like, when this game launched, I played the hell out of it. All of the boys did. They are launching a new survival extraction mode as well. And again, they had one similar in Division 1, which was called Survival, I believe.
Creative name.
Yeah. Real creative. There is no release date on this yet, but most sources and experts state that sometime in 2026. Now, again, as I am a WoW snob, I'm a Destiny snob. A lot of games have come out and tried to be that Destiny killer, but none have succeeded, and none have required me to sink a bunch of time into it, which means that I'm not interested. I know that there's some people out there that love First Descendant and love sinking time in it. That's not for me. The Division 2, though, on the other hand, got its hooks in me. It is different from Destiny, with the same elements as far as a looter shooter, and they incorporated raids into Division 2, which really got my attention, because it's like, oh my god, we actually have some really good end game. And they made theirs 8 players. Now, I will say the first raid that came out was not optimized. It was definitely built for PC and being able to hit a hitbox this big on the back of some guy's back with a mouse and keyboard. But again, the idea was there, and I'm really excited to see what Division 2 has to offer here with their new extraction mode.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the Division 2 is one of the few games where I didn't really get to play with you all that much. Kind of came in after the lifespan of like the main game, but I mean, playing through the Division 1, playing through solo on the Division 2, I've never had an issue with either game. Like, always super fun, especially when Division 1 came out, the Dark Zone. That was like the first real like big extraction area that we had.
Mike.
Yeah, I mean, if you can combine the best of WoW, Destiny, and Arc Raiders and throw it in one game, why not?
Yeah, that's what, dude. I had some of my favorite times in the Dark Zone. Like, again, that thrill of just like, I'm gonna call in the helicopter, but there could be some agents cruising around here, and they could go rogue at any minute. That's one system that I did love, though. You could be in there as a PvP or PvE environment, and like you could see other guys. But as soon as you go rogue, baby, that bounty's on your head. Now everybody knows we're gonna hunt your ass down. And there was people that I played with in the Division 1 where we would go rogue hunting. We would just go into the Dark Zone to find motherfuckers that are bullying other people, and then we would start bullying them. Oh man,
OG Division game. If you remember the one area you could get into the Dark Zone, there was a ladder off to your right that you could get up in the dead end. And we had a team of 8 that was up there. 2 squads went in and we teamed up. Oh man, we made that entire lobby try to hunt us down, and then we got a successful extraction off of that. You want to talk about stressful?
Yeah.
Every grenade in that lobby somehow made it up that ladder. Whew.
Yeah.
But fun times.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see what that has. So again, sometime 2026. And then it comes back to the thing where it's like, I know we're going to get into it a little bit later here, any new upcoming games that I'm interested in, but I wish Marathon would have got just thrown into Destiny. Imagine if they had like an extraction mode in Destiny. Oh my god.
I mean, not outside of the realm of possibilities.
Exactly, but Bungie's got their baby right now, so we'll see how that goes. All right. Anything else to add on that, right, guy? Or are we jumping into our big topic here?
Let's get into the big topic.
All right, so let's do this 10-1, okay?
10-1.
10-1. We're not going to start number 1 because
I still. I'm gonna have a 10. And I'm gonna have 1. Everything else in the middle is kind of like even.
Yeah.
But
you want to start her off?
I could definitely start her off. So again, whole topic here is going to be the most influential games for us personally.
Yeah.
I want to highlight the personally part because I'm not being like, ooh, Tetris, because it came out with like good gameplay mechanic. No, like, what did you grow up with? What really got you into gaming?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start off on like a super rogue entry. Conker's Pocket Tales.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, so if you are familiar with the Conker franchise, kind of loose cannon squirrel sort of character, got big for, I think, the Nintendo 64 and GameCube really got like 2 big entries. But Conker's Pocket Tales was my first ever game that I owned for the Game Boy Color, and the first new game that I ever had.
You hurt me.
So I think I was like kindergarten, maybe first grade when I got it. Had the atomic purple one that you could see through. Still the best Game Boy to date.
Damn it.
Yeah, and that was my first game. I'm pretty sure I got through like 2 levels of it because I couldn't understand anything of how to play it, but just that overall, like, wow, this is new, this is shiny, I want to play more. That's my number 10 spot right there.
All right. I like yours. Duck Hunt there, Mikey Mike. Very nice.
Duck Hunt.
My number 10 is, this is going to go back a little bit, Pac-Man. And the only reason personally it's so special to me is because it's a game that me and my mom played a lot together. So it was a lot of time that her and I got to spend. Again, she wasn't that much of a gamer, but like, again, she'd throw down some Donkey Kong and Pac-Man. But Pac-Man is the game that was always close to my heart because, dude, we would sit there for hours and just try to get to the higher levels, and it would just go faster and faster and faster, and we would have a ball with it. So again, just good childhood memory, good time for me. So Pac-Man, number 10.
Number 10. Now, was it normal Pac-Man or like the Miss Pac-Man?
No, it was Pac-Man. It was just straight Pac-Man.
All right. I like it. Well, on that note, very similar story for Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, all right.
one of my first platformers I ever played. Something that got me really into the whole platforming genre, which thank goodness, because I can do jump puzzles on Destiny now.
Yeah.
But another note that I have, big game that my mom and I played. Always like to play through
nice.
Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2. I always tried to play like there were two options. You could do a single player with two different controllers, or each one could have their own duo of Donkey Kong and Diddy. I always opted for that because they got new outfits that they wore if you did it that way. So Donkey Kong wore like a yellow tie and all that, and I was like, oh, that's sweet. But yeah, and then we did Donkey Kong Country 2 with Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong, which I'm a Dixie Kong fiend. I can helicopter over any gap.
All right.
So that is my number 9.
Mikey Mike with Destiny at number 1. I respect the hell out of that. Now,
I like it.
This is the most influential games, not your favorite, okay? My favorite list would definitely be slightly different than this list. These are the games that I probably put the most hours in, and they impacted me some sort of way. So my number 9, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, baby.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I love that.
I can't tell you how many hours I spent upstairs in the attic, fucking just building, skating. And I wasn't even a skateboarder. I just love that game so much.
Heck yeah.
And some of my friends that weren't gamers at all, they would still come over and play Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And the soundtrack to that game was phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh, and the remake that they just did still captures all the nostalgia with some upgraded graphics. Like, now you realize the lack of content 10 years later when you're dealing with brand new games, but it's still a great game.
Facts. All right, you want me to swing and do 8?
Sure.
All right. 8 here. I have Call of Duty. And if I have to pick one particularly, it's probably just going to be the first Modern Warfare.
Okay.
Just because it was really that next step into the Call of Duty franchise. Again, I played the ones before that, but this is the one that drew the player base in. This was huge. This was oh my God, we got these fancy kill streaks. The multiplayer's big. I spent countless hours in headquarters just playing that. Oh man, again, got that competitive itch that I could scratch. But no, another game that I spent a lot of time with people that I still game with to this day. Shout out to Buckarooski. That's where I actually got introduced to him. Actually, Gears of War is where I got introduced to him. But we started really playing together Modern Warfare. But shout out to him. Again, a lot of core friend group that I play with today is from that era.
I like it. My number 8, kind of a weird one. Ninja Gaiden Black.
That is a good game. That is a good game.
For the original Xbox.
Yes.
So I got that game when I was probably maybe not even a teenager, and I was like, sweet, ninjas, have an Xbox, played it. That was the first game that taught me what a difficulty curve was.
Oh man.
Because let me tell you, the first time you go up against your master in the dojo and he's using the nunchucks on you, I probably spent damn near 80 hours trying to clear that, which if you played through the whole game, you realize it gets way harder than that. But yeah, that was something that taught me about perseverance in gaming. Prepared me for some Dark Souls games in the future, but man, that was tough as a child.
I bet. Number 7 here. All right, this should be a classic for everybody, and everybody should love this. And again, I shouldn't say classic because it was 2010. Red Dead Redemption, the first one.
Oh, that's so good.
Specifically, Undead Nightmares.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I played so much of the game. Again, just jumping in with buddies and just being able to play that and just being scared because again, everything's dark and you just got what a fantastic time.
Yeah, and they implemented the whole open world of Red Dead into a zombie game. What?
Yeah.
That's so good.
That was wild. Again, when
that had its own story mode, right?
Yeah, that's why I was when this launched,
that's
was
insane.
I beat the first Red Dead Redemption, I beat the regular one, and then this came out. I was like, oh my God, this is pretty sweet.
My number, where are we on, 7?
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto 4.
Oh, all right.
So, surprisingly, very first GTA that I ever played. Grew up in a more conservative household, so killing people and getting strippers, not the core gameplay that was associated with that. But I remember
Nico,
my cousin,
right?
Nico in Liberty City.
Yeah, Liberty City.
But my cousin was the one that introduced me to the game, and I remember that was the first like open world multiplayer that I was able to play online. So we would just have a blast getting in helicopters, going to airports, running people over. Like I spent so many hours in that game. And then I remember my mom used to work from home, so anytime she would come down in the basement, I'd like switch over to TV, like, oh yeah, I'm watching the 700 Club or something. And then as soon as she went back up, there's GTA running people over with a car. So
guy
sorry,
standing
Mom,
here.
kept that from me.
Guy standing here fixing his car. Let's crush his fucking legs.
Correct.
All right. Yeah, great choice. I do have a Grand Theft Auto on my list too, but we'll get to that then. Number 6, Legends of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Fantastic game.
Good choice.
I Link's Past. I think Mikey actually put one in here too. That was, yeah. Okay, Mikey has it in here too. That was a fantastic game as well. But as far as like, again, influential, I think this was a good stepping stone for like Nintendo and what they could do with the handheld. And again, I just sat there and played that game for countless hours, and I was able to take it on the go. It was awesome to see what gaming was evolving into when this game came out, and what kind of set the standard. Like, this is how an open world game should look like on a handheld.
Absolutely. That's a great choice too.
Yeah.
What a great game. Number 6 for me, Medal of Honor Frontline.
Good one. Oh, damn it, Medal of Honor's good one. Too bad they died.
Correct. They are no longer a thing. But let me tell you, when Frontline came out, I remember my cousin got it, and we were downstairs watching it in the basement. And he's on that D-Day mission when you're first coming in, and you just land on the beach. You have bunkers shooting on you. Well, 2001, that was cinematic. That was like Saving Private Ryan put into a video game form. Those were the best visuals you were ever seeing from a game. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need this. So that was a crazy game to pick up. I thought that was that might have been one of the first person shooters that I ever played too.
Okay.
But that had a huge area in my personal heart for gaming because I spent so many hours playing through that.
Yeah. Like said, World War II slap back then, right?
That's because it wasn't an oversaturated genre, because you didn't have 20 years later of them doing the same thing. So
what is it here? That was number 6, right, Rye?
Correct.
All right, start us off with number 5.
Number 5, Skyrim.
Okay. I knew it was going to be on one of the lists. I would probably put that as one of my favorite games of all time. In that list, I kept it off my influential game.
Well, let me explain why it's on my influential game.
Yeah.
Never really gotten to like in-depth RPGs up until that point.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, that game was just coming out. Might have been late middle school, actually. And that was something where I kind of played around with Oblivion before that. Didn't really like it all that much. I thought the systems were a little clunky. Graphics were a little dated. So right after that is when I got Skyrim. And that's where I really felt like, ooh, this is like a good fantasy game. Ooh, there's a lot of choices that can impact what you're doing. So that was like one of the first RPGs that really opened up a bigger world where you got to explore. So yeah, it's a little bit of a cop-out, but I do love Skyrim.
It deserves to be there, dude. It set the tone for a lot of things. It deserves to be there. My number 5 should be on everybody's number 5. Our number 10 list or whatever list it is, but it should be on everybody's list. Let me see if Mikey has it on here. He doesn't, but he has the Italian himself, Super Mario Brothers.
Oh.
And this is the 1985 version. Like, again, this game is the first game I ever played. This is the first game that set me into gaming. It was like, oh my god, this is what I want to play games all the time now, which then led to, again, playing like Zelda, and then I would go back and play some Pong or Paperboy. This set the tone for that. Again, I have some of the greatest memories with my cousins just sitting down on my aunt's floor just playing this game nonstop, and then finding all the little tunnels up top and skipping levels. Shout out to Super Mario and everything they've done for gaming, because again, it was very influential.
shout out to that one tiny game being able to be why Nintendo is what it is today.
Facts. Where's the Italian at? That's what they say when they need to make some money. Bring me the
That's
Italian.
what I'm saying. Like, you can compliment your Switch 2 to Super Mario, where he's just breaking bricks back in 1985.
Yeah.
So.
Facts.
All right, we're getting into the nitty gritty. Top 4. So on this one, I'm putting RuneScape.
I didn't play RuneScape, damn it, Ryan.
Damn it. No, I was too poor for WoW, so this is kind of my WoW for it. But first MMORPG that I was able to play with a group of friends. I remember, if my parents ever watch this, they'll probably be like, what the hell? I used to be so addicted to that, I would wait until they went to bed and then sneak downstairs at night to get a couple more hours in after they went. And this was like on school nights.
I'm telling your mom.
So, yeah, go for it, because she'll probably be just as disappointed. But, oh man, the amount of time I put into that, again, I never had the membership version, so I just grinded the hell out of the free version there. But even then, there was so much content to it. The fact that something that influential is now considered old school on Steam, and they have the whole new one, like, that's crazy. But now that I'm in WoW, that probably would have taken a bigger area on my list, but that came a little too late. So RuneScape was really like the first MMORPG.
Yeah, and that, again, Ashley's brother played a lot of RuneScape, and he's like, oh man, you gotta try this. And I was like, why would I play this when I have the adult version of this? Whatever. All right, so my number 4, and this is going to be big one, because this is going to segue into my number 1, but Apex Legends. Again, everybody that knows me, I'm a big try-hard. I'm a sweat. I have such a competitive side, and that game has done everything for me as far as that competitive side. One, the release for it was so awesome. EA didn't say shit. They just said, guys, guess what? New BR, right now, go download it, go play it. They did such a great job with that. And credit to like what we're seeing right now with Battlefield is like, they shadow dropped that. Same guy that made Apex, made RedSec. So, but no, Apex, I've had some of the best times. I had some of the worst times. But again, I did it with people that I enjoy and care about in my life, that I played a lot of time with this game. Again, I think I have 1,700 hours in just the PC version. That's not counting what I have in PlayStation. So a very, very good game, and something that's near and dear to me. So, yeah.
Love it. Top 3. We're there. My number 3. Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
The very first game I was able to play online, and what got me into competitive games.
I like it.
Fun fact, first map that I played on was Crisis. Still remember that. Okay. And it was with my brother-in-law at the time, who was playing Call of Duty. But, I mean, I went from, oh my gosh, how do I work these controls, to being some of the sweatiest players in that game.
Yeah.
All because that just happened to be the first one where my parents got Wi-Fi for it. And so
bonus
10 megabit per second internet with the little double antenna router you can put on the back of your...
This is you running.
I'm fully convinced that's the only reason I was good. Nobody could hit me because I'm just lagging all over the map.
Damn
so
it.
Yeah.
All right.
That holds a special place in my heart.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, so good. Which
first
one? So the original one, the re-release, the re-re-release, or the re-re-re-release?
All of them.
Okay.
All of them. Again, this is the game that I probably bought the most. Let's just get that out of the way. I bought it when it originally launched. So I bought it for Xbox 360 because a lot of my friends were playing it. And again, we were trying to get on there and do the online heists and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I bought it for PS4 then. And then I think they came out with an enhanced version for PS4. I bought that version, bought it for PC, and then yeah, fucking Rockstar got my money, but it was well deserved. Again, fantastic game. That's definitely in my top 10 games of all time, which we'll have to make a list of that as far as that.
The quality of which that game released is the only reason why GTA 6 has so much hype. Yep. They did such a good job on Grand Theft Auto 5. It was one of the biggest like cultural games to come out there. I mean, that really showed what Rockstar had in terms of just care and content for their game. I mean, they're still coming out with new stuff for GTA Online.
Yeah.
So
And
that speaks volumes.
And GTA 6 is gonna break records. Dude, as soon as that game goes up for pre-order, they're probably gonna make the money back that it cost to make the game. I mean,
within like what, 48 hours? Probably.
I put it 24 hours. Like,
probably, or as soon as pre-purchase comes available.
Yep. All right, you want me to take number 2?
Go for it.
World of Warcraft.
There it is.
It had to show up sometime. World of Warcraft. I remember when this game launched, I was actually living in the same development that I'm living in now. And my neighbors had this game, and I was like, all right, what's this? And they're like, oh, this just launched. It's called World of Warcraft. And I was like, oh, really? So I sat down, and they let me play on it a little bit, and the rest is history, dog. I mean, I was so hooked. I love just getting lost in the forest, just doing quests, fighting just random enemies. The experience of going into Goldshire and seeing people duel there, and then going to Stormwind when I rolled in there first time, and just seeing this living, breathing world that was in there. And I was like, holy shit. This game may claim my life because I don't want to do anything else with it except for go outside. And yeah, just the experience there, and just some of the cool shit that happened in that game. Like the one time that you would get a debuff or a buff from or disease from the dungeon, and you could go out and you could spread it in the real world, and you could kill people. Like, look it up. It's crazy. Down to Leroy Jenkins.
COVID crisis, the WoW crisis.
Yeah, but no, World of Warcraft definitely one of my personally most influential games. Again, that there is no other game. There will be no other game. World of Warcraft is the game.
Yeah, I mean, as it stands right now, I only got into World of Warcraft like a year and a half ago, which is embarrassing to say, but I finally have a PC. I'm a big boy now. I was able to play it. If I would have had the same longevity on it, I guarantee that would have been in my top 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So,
what's your 2?
This was a toss-up, and hopefully it doesn't cause too much controversy because my number 1 deserves where it's at. Halo 2 is my number 2.
I'll take that.
Yeah. So, again, when I was growing up, didn't have a lot of money. My parents finally got me an original Xbox, and this was even after the 360 was out just because it was cheaper. But Halo 2 was my first Halo game that I owned. I don't know why I didn't start off with Combat Evolved, but my very first time playing Halo 2 was at Laserdome, which, if you're familiar with the area, they used to have the LAN gaming back in the corner. Don't know if they still have it.
I don't know if they do or not. That's actually a good question.
Yeah, I haven't been there for a while, but yeah, my cousins and I went there. My uncle took us there, and we played Halo 2 on the LAN connection there, and I was like, what is this? This is amazing. Yep. And then I made sure that was the first game I got for my Xbox when it first came out. It was so good.
Fucking Mike has odds at -1 million right now for number 1. Yeah, great choice, Rye. And you're gonna love my number 1. Halo 2.
Keep us rolling. There it is.
Halo 2. Again, Destiny should probably be on this list somewhere, but because I'm a sweat, if it wasn't for Halo 2 and the multiplayer, I probably wouldn't play competitively, like games at all. I could care less. Halo 2 just put that mindset that you needed to run and gun everybody down. You needed to teabag the shit out of your enemies, because that's what you did. When you shit on somebody in Halo, you put your ball sacks right on their forehead. Not only that, you had super bouncing. I made it a purpose to go in and try to stick people with fusion grenades. Like, I was that toxic that I was like, I'll beat you without shooting my fucking gun.
A little like click and then
and you just see it on their screen, and they're running around. They're like, oh god, yeah. That is gonna stick with me for the rest of my life. When my son steps up to the plate and says, "Dad, I can beat you in Halo 2," I said, "Not even if I'm fucking 90 years old, son. Okay, never. I will noob combo the shit out of you. Go ahead, grab the sword, because I got the shotgun, and I'll blast you away. I promise you."
Shoddy snipes,
dude.
It's undefeated.
Yeah, it was some of the best times in multiplayer gaming for me. Again, I had a hell of a crew back then of just playing in tournaments and just having some of the best times. So Yeah. Let's
All
hear
right,
it. Number one, what we got?
I gotta go the Mikey Mike route. It's Destiny. And again, I can kind of group Destiny 1 and 2 in there, but specifically with Destiny 1, I literally bought the Xbox One just to play that.
Oh, okay.
When the first playtest came out, when they had their whole like gameplay thing, when it was still supposed to be a huge open world thing and still kind of open world, but not as much as what they were advertising, that was like the coolest thing I've ever seen. Again, I was super hyped because it came from Halo, it came from Bungie, so I was like, oh, this is the next best thing. But I mean, in terms of just the impact that Destiny's made on me, like talk about super influential. Destiny is probably the reason you and I are doing this right now.
Yeah,
like
facts.
How we really got into gaming with each other, talking to one another, the people that we play with, Mikey Mike who's in the chat, all the other guys that we play with, it all started at Destiny. So that has to take my number one spot.
That's good, man. That's what I love about Destiny so much. And again, I don't have it on my list today, and that's not a diss at all, because it has been influential. But the games that I have on this list is like, it's affected me before Destiny. Like, I was gaming with some of these guys before Destiny even was a thing. Like, I was gaming with some of these guys in Halo, Call of Duty. Destiny 2, I promise you, would probably be my number 2 on my favorite of all time. But man, yeah, you're not wrong, dude. The memories that we have in that game, the late nights, the struggles, the fucking laughters, being in the tower after raiding for 6 hours and just losing it because somebody says something funny because we're all sleep deprived. But man, I know it gets a lot of hate, but there's no other. Just like there is no World of Warcraft, there is no other Destiny.
Correct.
And that's the final. I mean, yeah, Steptanics. Mikey Mike, correct. Steptanics. We'll always have Steptanics. But no, great list, Rye. I definitely do think we should do a top 10 best games of all time in our personal opinion. Again, I think a lot of these will probably be on this, but to have them in order.
Damn, that might be a Tears and Beers sort of
Oh,
thing.
Tears and Beers. Yeah,
I'm still gonna push it up until it happens.
Yeah, and then we'll have to rank the raids in Destiny as well. Ones we had the most fun in.
Oh,
that'll be a good one.
My list is going to be significantly shorter than yours, though.
That's true.
All right, starting with Deepstone as my first one, so just wait up until they remaster a couple more.
Yeah,
we'll get into that.
True. But no, hey, that was our big topics. Any new or upcoming games, Rye? You're waiting for?
Sure. New game, just want to highlight because I think it looks super fun. Might be kind of stupid. The game RV There Yet. I don't know if you've seen it on the Steam store. So basically, from what I gather, you're just a bunch of chain-smoking people that get to team up and try to get a RV from one place to another. I saw a couple Steam reviews for it, but it looks like one of those just fun, relaxing party games where you just kind of have a good time with people.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that game, for me personally, everything else I was already anticipating is still coming out. So.
All right. Again, besides diving headfirst in Arc Raiders and Battlefield BRR, like, I'm looking forward to continue to keep playing those, and those are going to draw my attention away from most things. I'm excited to see the roadmap for Destiny. I hope that gets out sooner or later. And then we got the expansion coming out in December, which is heavily focused on Star Wars. Again, that's going to be a big draw, I think, for certain people because people love Star Wars. I'm interested to just see it. Again, I'm going to play whatever Destiny throws at me anyhow. If it's new content, I'm going to jump back on to see it, just like I do for World of Warcraft. New content, throw it at me. I'm going to go dive into it. I hope it's just great, though. But outside of that, I am looking to see what comes in Marathon. I have
that on some upcoming games here. Yeah. I want to... Well, Sam, what can you tell us about that?
I can't tell you shit because I'm NDA'd out of my mind. But
damn it.
Again, I'm really excited to see what they have to say about that. And continue to get to test this out. You're right, Mike, I won't tell you. And then the WoW update. That's the two things I have on my my plan right now. Just sure. The beta for that comes out the 11th, I think. Let me see here. What is Tuesday? Yeah, the 11th. So that the beta for that comes out the 11th. I might see if I have access to it, so I might jump in, test it out a little bit, but I'll be more ready for Black Ops 7. Yeah, I bet you're so excited for that, Mike. But yeah,
a couple other things that I have on the upcoming area, just like further out, because I don't even know if they have a release date yet. Light No Fire. I'll keep an eye on that game. Again, made by Hello Games, No Man's Sky creators. Just No Man's Sky, but from what I understand, fantasy setting. So still looking forward to that. Haven't heard too much after that. But yeah, I mean, if it's like No Man's Sky, game started out a little rocky, but that's like one of the most highly praised games right now.
dude.
So really looking to see what comes of that. Ashfall, another one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you happen to have that in your wish list for Steam, but post-apocalyptic looter shooter made by NetEase, so Marvel Rivals company. Again, environment shown in the trailer, the overall loot shoot mechanic, always a good. I'm always a sucker for that, so like to see more of that. But unfortunately, we don't have too much info on either game yet.
Yeah, I have Light No Fire definitely wish listed on my thing, my Steam chart. But what's the other one? Fellowship. It just came out. It's kind of like a
No, we talked about this.
It's kind of like a dungeon light. But again, I come back to like I'm a WoW snob, so if I'm just gonna run mythics, I'll just might as well go do it in WoW. But again, that's not taking anything away from that game because it does look like they took a lot of time to get feedback from people and make it challenging. So I sit here and say that I might not try it out, but I think it's like $29. I'll probably jump in and try it out. But again, I don't know how much time I'll invest in that.
It'll be good to get you hungry for WoW.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It's like, oh man, this made me want to go play that now. Trying to think. I wish I could pull my Steam list up here. But the Cube. The Cube.
Cube.
Yeah, so this is
Tell me about it.
This is going to be another open world looter shooter. So I think
looking up right now.
Yeah, let me see who's
the 1997 film.
No.
The Cube Save Us.
Cube game. It's called The Cube on Steam. So, yeah.
Okay.
Munfish. So it's a MMO RPG shooter. Giant levels, and the cube is rotating. So supposedly it's going to be changing the environments as you go through it.
Oh, that's trippy.
So I'd be really interested to see that. Again, with my motion sickness ass, I don't know. Hopefully it's not too. Hopefully it's
Guys,
not
that
too
was a solid
potent.
5 minutes of playing. We were good.
But the environment, dude, looks super, super beautiful. And again, it has that like weird art style. But I'm really interested to see what this can come. Again, thing I always come back to is a game like Destiny needs to have competition, because when studios have competition, they fucking go balls to the wall to make the best content possible. Again, Bungie got like a bad rep for Lightfall. What'd they do? They released one of the best expansions that they have ever made with the final shape. The Witch Queen. King's Fall, going back to original Destiny 1. Game was like, dude, what are you gonna do? And they're like, how about we launch King's Fall? What? The Taken King? That was a fantastic expansion.
Okay.
So I want to see more people compete in this area. Oh shit, I forgot one that we talked about the other day too. Crosswinds, the open world pirate survival game.
Oh yeah. I'm a sucker for pirates.
Yeah, sucker for pirates, and we put a lot of time into Dune as well. So I would be really interested to see what that's like. I definitely do want to jump back on and play Dune a little bit more, because I was loving that game as well. So
up until you realize we have to restart our base from scratch.
Mike would like to know, what kind of pirate do you like? Right?
Kind of like Jack Sparrow, but with tits. You know, like still keep the mustache on there and the goatee, but it's kind of where I'm at. Yeah,
I agree, Mikey. Mike, EA went hard as shit. So I really like to see, again, I shit on Call of Duty because I love Call of Duty. Again, it's on my list for a reason. It was very impactful for us. But man, I love the fact that Battlefield came out and said, let's take this scene away from you for a little bit. And goddamn, did they do it. It looks so good. So good.
Yeah. That runs good too.
Yeah, runs phenomenal. So, well, Rye, if you don't have anything else, baby, that is episode 2 of Entertained IRL.
It's in the books.
It's in the books, baby. Mikey Mike, we appreciate you for hanging out and commenting. We would definitely love to have you on sometime if you would like to join us, talk about games, because again, you've been a pretty big factor and an important part of our lives as well, just hanging out and having a good time. So for the next episode, we're not sure yet. We're going to draw something up, and then we'll go from there, baby. But remember, we will probably throw in some music, some movies. Maybe we'll combine the two, but gaming will probably always be our main focus because it's something that affects us both across the board, and it's something that we both share similar interests with. So,
especially right now, too many people are pumping out games left and right. It's too much to talk about.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Until the next one, baby. Rye. Later, buddy.
It's been an honor.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.